After I finished soaking here in this, it's a plastic tub. See it? It's a plastic tub from Walmart. It's like a 50 gallon. I don't know, it's a big tub because I'm about 240-pound man. And it's got wheels on it, and I get the hot water I put Epsom salts in it and get the hot water from the shower, and then dissolve them, and then climb in. And I said this chair right here next to me to get in and out because my health and my body's been extremely compromised by jealous scientists and perverts in the military. Yeah, so hey, we got to keep our job. Life is not a career or a job, and life is a gift from an essence greater than your perception to invent a job and try to eliminate creation with your invention. You bloody fucking idiots. Okay. Then I sat there and I went and I said, I haven't shown me Judah Krishnamurti in a while. So I went and looked at the Judah Krishnamurti thing, and he was talking, about past, present, future, and your conditioning from all these people. Stuff we talk about all the time, right? I just talk about it differently. And Judah will sit there and tell me during his things, goes, Earl, you don't have to listen. That's why. Well, because I lived in academia and academies, and the world he was surrounded in was supported by philanthropists that are academics and experts, and so he had to speak. They would not let him speak publicly if he was as obnoxious as me. Okay, that's what he loved. He's like, go get him, underdog. He'd always tell me, and because I gotta be me. I gotta be me, la da 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 dee. And so it's it's kind of fun because he just sit there and hey, and he just go get him, underdog. That's what he'd always tell me, It's like, okay, Scoob, let's get out of here. And because I'd watch cartoons, and that's when he talked to me the most. I was watching cartoons, and I would be sitting there, and he would, because I was distracted, so he could talk to me. Because my brain was, into the cartoons. And so how many other kids do you know that, when you're sitting there watching Underdog and Scooby-Doo and Go Gophers and you have the man who's the line of the Krishna and the Buddha, and he's meditating. Where's the Christ kiddo? Okay, let's go talk to him. Okay, he's watching cartoons. He's a regular kiddo. He's not being trained to go to the Oxford Feeding School of the... Yeah, so I get to be I'm everyday people, and that made Suzuki and Haile Selassie and Judah Krishnamurti very excited. Okay, that he gets to. It's not a performance. He gets to be him. He gets to be one of the everyday people and a regular person because he's like the, basically party all night till the cows come home, and then I'm the spokesman for the group. Officer Mitchell, I thought you said you didn't come back out here tonight. Hey, if I lay down on the ground, will you draw the picture of that chalk of me? Larry threw up in the pickup truck, or was it Bubba threw up in the aquarium? I can't remember. Or was it Larry in the... No, I can't remember. Was it Larry in the aquarium and Bubba in the pickup truck, or Bubba in the pickup truck and Larry in the aquarium? We're going to have to bring a forensics expert to find out because you're all fucking drunk. Okay. And money ain't real. Okay. And that's not our sofa. Oh, so they didn't leave it by the dumpster. They were moving it in the house and set it on the curb, and we're taking a break. So we're wanted for grand theft sofa. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, well, we didn't know. We need a lawyer. We can't afford one. Well, then one will be appointed to you. Oh, we're screwed. We just stole the sofa. No, we bought a sofa. We're going to have to pay for it. Yeah, but what? Okay, funny? No, okay, no. But I was sitting there thinking, people, I spelled Lyme disease wrong. Didn't we already cover that with Sri Lanka and Shangri-La? I can't stay ahead of these people. I want to win. Win what? Okay. Look, guys. When you understand life is eternal and grace is infinite, you share care given accordance need but to last. And if you're not doing that, you forgive debt and trespass loved ones and go back to start begin. What are you winning and what are you losing? Okay, if you win all the money and other people don't have money, aren't they going to try to kill you for the money because they're clinically insane? Do you still want to win the contest? I don't want to fly to Paris. All I have to do is pick up the Samsung Galaxy 10 and just start talking. Okay. And then I go to YouTube and go. And then these have been loading like in 10 minutes and they're 15 minutes videos. I tell you, it happens. And I don't have premium. I've seen the future. I can't afford it. Right. So, I must be really pissed at the Vatican. That was 16 minutes. This thing's loading in 8. Wow. It went from, I went from the tortoise to the hare. Right. You're sitting here. Okay. No, I don't understand people. I don't, Because when truth is evident and lie is obvious, and then when someone comes along that's truthful, and then he sits there and says something, you spelled that wrong. Okay. Potato, potato. What? Tomato, tomato? No? Forgive that trespass level. I know what I'm talking about. What are you talking about, Mr. Parsons? Like Krishnamurti, when those kids were graduating from Stanford, and he said, you do know this is genocidal, that economics is genocidal, and that you just earned your degree to just, modernize and try to make genocide more palatable for the next generation. What are you talking about, Mr. Krishnamurti? Come here, Mr. PhD. Where's your doctorate? Over there. Okay, it's a piece of paper that says you're an expert, right? Okay. And how many poor people have been mass murdered by experts in the last year? What are you talking about, Mr. Krishnamurti? I'm sorry, you have a piece of paper from an institution that's an institution for indoctrination, for, an incarceration, because you are defined by your crypto, your Bitcoin, and your money, right? Right. Okay. And if you don't have money, they will torture you. You'll be homeless. You'll die a horrible hobo Billy death. It's one of my dad's favorites. He drove me crazy when I was a kid. But yeah, it's acquired taste. Hobo Billy. I can't yodel, but my grandma was an excellent yodeler. Yeah, I'm a horrible one. John Denver, also a good yodeler. Best yodeler I ever heard? I never heard my grandma. But I think the best yodeler I ever heard was Slim Whitman. I don't know if anybody else agrees with me on that one, but Slim Whitman is the shit, man. I can't do it. It was the best. Oh, the cattle are prowling, and then I think of a soft Texas draw. Yeah, cattle call and Indian love call. Yeah, he's the best yodeler I ever heard, man. Now, a lot of people might argue about that, but I think a lot of people would agree. I agree. I think Slim Whitman was probably the best yodeler I ever heard, too. He's good, excellent yodeler. Definitely better than Randy Quaid on Home on the Range. Yeah. Well, Slim Whitman would probably pass away by the time that movie was made, so they couldn't get Slim Whitman to yodel for those cows to go to the train. Cattle wrestling. It's against the law. Really? It's against the law to take cows and butcher them for food? Oh, well, we're going down a slippery slope here. Let's get, what's the guy's name again? Amir Khan. Muslims and Hindus can get along. Well, they can't. Why? Well, because one thinks a cow is a god and you can't eat the cow. And kids will be starving to death and you can't eat the cow because the cow is a god. And the other one is like, no, the cow is not a god. The cow is food for human beings that appreciate the food, but are humane to the cow, but understand the life of a cow and the life of a human are different by the nature of their existence given to us by the glory of God. Not being, I'm a supremist and an intellectualist, but because Brahmins are taught not to hurt anything. And it's like, no, that's your self-righteousness killing your own children. So the cow is sitting there, and the cow is a god, and the cow is shitting everywhere, and the cow just pissed everywhere, and your wife and your baby are dying from malnutrition because the cow is your god. Right? You don't see how cruel your god is? Your god's an asshole. Make it into a cheeseburger. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? People are like, you can't say that in front of people. They'll try to kill you. I live in Las Cruces, New Mexico. I'm sitting in a plastic tub from Walmart and Epsom salts because of the rapid production of cancer cells in my body to act more efficiently than just about any other body's body in the to try to survive chemical poisoning and abuse from the worst perverts in the history of the world. I'm not too scared about a wackadoodle who thinks a cow is a god coming and I'm going to kill you. You're talking blasphemy about my religion. It's an invention that's not religion. Religion is faith in infinite glory and understanding an eternal existence provided by natural laws from infinite glory. Okay, just because you invented it into a don't eat the cow, it's like, why does this person not want to eat the cow? Overpopulation, and you want people to die a slow, painful death, so they learn not to overpopulate. Wouldn't it be better if we taught them scientific forms of birth control, and they could do even something like the Vatican, you understanding the menstrual cycle and when to, and also, yeah, hey, like I said about Obama and Clinton, they're running for president. Well, he's got to be the president because middlemen know when to pull out because he wanted to pull out of the war and she wanted to stay in. It was funny. At the time it was, in the past. And that's the past. And this is our present. Okay, are we living in the present? Presently, we still suck because in the past we were sucking and we're still sucking. And that means the future, which is now, is sucking. So how do we stop the future from sucking? Stop! Look, listen to your heart, hear what it's saying. Love, love. Did Linda Creed write that one too? Because that's a damn good song. I'll go look it up. Who wrote Stop, Look, Listen to the Stylistics? It was from a different record label, I'm sure, because I never heard it until I was in my 40s. Yeah, it was a damn good song. Anybody else like it? I'm not being offensive, not at all. Judy says, go get him, underdog. And when Judy says, I go. Thanks, Judo. I love you too. Excellent pep talker. He's a good pep talker. He really is. He's fun. And he gets me. He doesn't want me to be anybody but me. Muhammad's the same way. Earl, yes. I'm going to be you. Jesus, yeah. Saladin at first jumped me because he's always listening to music and he's always joking around. It's like, I'm not always joking around, but it sure seems that way if you're having to sit there and kill people that are coming to mass murder in the name of Jesus Christ with crosses on their shields saying they're doing a heavenly job. Yes. I can see why you get mad that I'm not going to. But me personally, I'm being very much tortured by their descendants here in the United States of America, and they are complete assholes, Lord Saladin. Trust me. And I hate it, but what can two little Indians do? Go first. I'm not going to Cleveland. My mom told me in the wintertime it's absolute hell on earth. It's gray and cold as hell because the lake is frozen and the wind that comes off it goes right through your bones. And I was born and raised in Las Cruces, New Mexico, and I don't want to feel nothing like that. It was cold enough living in Wyoming for crying out freaking loud with a Canadian and Alaskan cold front. Okay? Okay. I love Judo. He's a good connection in prayer meditation. Depends on your culture. If you're Indian, it's meditation. If you're, rabbinic, it's prayer. But it's the same thing. It's just past, present, future are operating at the same time. And we're aware of existence, and so we lovingly connect to each other. He's a good human being. I love him so much. Yeah, he's fun. Well, the reason why a lot of other people don't is if you give in to the group and you accept what the group gives you, even though it's absolute selfish insanity, okay? Judo's not going to know who you are, and he's not going to have conversations with you when you're watching cartoons as a kid, okay? But since I'm the line of King David, and it's okay, they did that. You know what they did? I know, they turned you into a guy with the cows and the gods in there. It's crazy, I know. Like, he used to sit there and say that. He said, these people in India are crazy, man. They will sit there. They could be wearing tidy whities, right? Instead of boxer briefs. And they not have a good sperm count. And they will go take a bird and kill it and put it before like a Buddha statue and shit so they can get a higher sperm count. And it's like, just take off the tidy whities and put on the boxers. And then the lime and the coconut, and you call me in the war, and you're such a crazy man. Okay, do you understand? I say, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can do? I said, Doctor, to help me have a baby too. You might want to take off the tidy whities and put on the boxer shorts. Take off the tidy whities and put off the boxer shorts, because if the breast too close to the body, they're not going to do okay. But when they hang looser, they produce more sperm that way, okay? And you might even put a little ice on the groin after, okay, you're walking around in the tidy whities working for extortion all day. It's so crazy. There's a cow in the middle of the street. We have to stop the cab, and Floofy's gonna miss his plane. Okay, do you understand? I'm the Messiah, and I watch YouTube and TV. And I like Floofy. Gabriel Iglesias makes me laugh. I'd like to say something in Gabriel Iglesias' behalf. Gabriel makes me laugh. I don't think he's a problem. What about the Enrique? He's not a problem either. He's not as funny as Gabriel, but he is funny. Yes. But he has a much better voice. Are you kidding? No, the girl voice is funny. I like that. But I think even Gabe can sit there and say, no, Enrique has one of those sexy bedroom voices. I often use his sexy bedroom voice to get sex from girls by playing his records. Why I have them drunk in my house. Okay, I didn't mean that. It didn't happen. Cash Patel and Bongino, you know nothing of this. Nothing. Stay away. Okay, just kidding. We're joking. Serious? Okay. Don't do that. It's bad. It's bad. No. It's like going through the drive-thru and ordering too much food because you feel bad about what you did last summer. I know what you did last summer. I have no idea, but Cash Patel does. Okay, what about Raj Patel? I don't think Raj Patel knows what the fuck he's doing. Who is he? Wasn't he the dude that was, yeah, he was the one, would you go to get the milk? And it's like, what? And he's supposed to be this great mind. It's like, okay, what's great about your mind? You're being conditioned to do what you're told by a bunch of people that make you pay the money to live here. Okay. And how do we stop that? By not paying the money to live here? By applying the physics of the Lord's Prayer. Very good, Raj Patel. Very good. Now roll over and tell, what's the other guy? Deepak Chopra the news. There you go. You know, the Jonas Brothers, Bob daddy-in-law. At least he's not a rocket scientist who calls me a liar and works on rocket fuel. Assholes. Okay, guys, just be good to each other. If not, that's okay. I'm correcting your technology as we speak right now. Well, I'm doing it. You're not. You're watching the ghost of this corrector. Okay, peace.